Hi, I'm Angelova, and I inspire you to live with dignity. Today, in this beautiful November day, I'm outside and you'll hear some noises, but that only demonstrates how unexpected things can happen in our lives. And in November, we're talking about financial literacy. And financial literacy is knowledge about money, how this money can be planned for unexpected things in our life and to plan it for some expected things in our lives. But the trick is to really manage the risks, the unexpected ones. And in November, we talk a lot about the lack of financial literacy, lack of knowledge, how people don't know, much about money. Like today, I have a client of mine who called me and she asked me this question. She said, Maria, we're going with my husband to various treatments for his cancer, and everywhere they're asking us if we have insurance. Aren't we covered? We're covered with OHIP. Why are they asking me for insurance? And this was my answer to her. I told her that many of the drugs for cancer are covered by OHIP, but not all of them are covered. So there are certain drugs that are not covered by free Ontario system for, so maybe these doctors are having in mind some drug that might be available for her husband for his treatment, and if he has some insurance, he might be able to get that, that treatment. That was my answer. And she said, Maria, what about my insurance that I'm applying right now? Is that going to cover in case of something like this happen? And that was my answer. She was just applying for life and critical illness combination insurance. I told her that the part of the policy, which is life insurance, would come as a check for her kids or for her, whoever is on the beneficiary section. In this case, for her kids, this check will go to the kids, and in the event of her death, they'll be able to use this check for her final expenses or for any of their needs after her death, or for their education, whatever they decide to use it. But that comes after the death. However, with the critical illness insurance, the check from the critical illness policy comes in case of any sickness like this, in case she has cancer, for example. She would receive this check and she can do whatever she wants with the money she receives. She can have an alternative treatment. She can get some of the drugs that are not covered by OHIP. She can have some alterations of the house that are needed in some sicknesses, like rails or anything in the bathroom to be easily accessible. She can go and use some alternative treatments abroad, or she can pay the mortgage. Anything that she decides to do with this check is fine. There is no restrictions. And that was my little lesson to her, to learn what this check can do. Unfortunately, with the husband, I couldn't do much. I know these people for about a year and a half, and each time I was bringing the talk about insurance, all they were telling me is, don't worry, Maria, we're still young, we even don't have 60s, we're in our 40s, 50s. So the kids are young and they are going to grow. Now we are working, later they're going to work, we have 3 kids, don't worry, everything is fine. We don't need insurance. My comment was at that time, if you need insurance, I wouldn't be able to provide it, and the situation is like this. Right now, I cannot help the husband, unfortunately. And I believe that helps you to learn something about the money available and to live with dignity. And I'm Maria Angelova. See you next time.